Hello, testing. Welcome, everyone, to Cars and Bids. Or what am I? I don't work for Cars and Bids yet. Welcome to my live stream. My name is Jake Glassmeyer, and today we're going to be talking about Cars and Bids live auctions, as well as a little bit of car news. One thing I've decided to do is I've decided to make these streams a little bit shorter. I've been going like over an hour with every stream 3 times a week, which is great, showing everyone I'm committed to this. But I don't know, I'm probably going to drop it to like between 25-45 minutes a stream, 3 times a week still. I might change my schedule, we'll see. I just want to like post a lot, especially as I'm starting this channel, because I want YouTube and I want everyone to see that I am here and I am talking about cars and car news. So here we go. Talk some more. Let's keep going, guys. Let's do this. I should probably I kind of want to like pull up my studio analytics. Whatever. It's fine. I probably won't get any chats anyways. I'll figure it out. All right, guys. As I said before last week, we're going to start doing our week in review email review on Mondays. So here we go. Let's see what's been happening, and we're going to go over, I'm sure this email is going to go over stuff that we talked about last week and the prices and what we can expect maybe this week and what we're going to talk about. And then we'll talk about all that. We'll talk about some news, and then we'll be done. And then I'll be back on Wednesday. We can talk some more. You guys can watch me some more. All one of you or two of you who decide to watch me. I also got some coffee this time. It's good coffee. All right, here we go. Very interesting. We've got this GNX Grand National, but it's an El Camino. So it's a GNX. GNX and Grand National are different. The GNX is better than the Grand National. Now, one thing, I almost thought this was April's, because I didn't know that these were like a thing. April Rose, Hoovie's wife, has a Grand National El Camino. She's got a Grand National, she's got a Grand National El Camino, and she's got a GNX. Kind of crazy. She's just got like one variation. She's got like one of each variation for these Grand Nationals, and she loves these cars, so that's really cool. I'm very happy for her and really glad that Hoovie got her that GNX. Very cool. Very cool. I love them. But anyway, that was funny. I made myself laugh with that. I imagine. Yeah, it's funny. So yeah, we'll talk about this. This is a different one. It's a GNX. Very interesting. I don't. One thing about me, I don't like El Caminos. I don't like Utes. I don't really. I mean, maybe a Ute, like a modern one, is kind of cool. It's just Australian. I just love Australia, and I love Australian culture, so I like Utes. But this, I don't like these, and I don't like El Caminos. I don't like Rancheros. I don't like them. I just don't. I think they're like trashy. I think it's like a car that someone drives when they just can't get their life together. That's kind of what I think about it. About these kind of cars. Huge week, excellent sales, truly special cars. I remain thrilled. Progress matching buyers, sellers, very special vehicles. Probably our top sale last week, a 911 Turbo Coupe 87. 160. Okay, we didn't really talk about that. We talked about this Vanquish S, I think, the silver with the blue. We think we spoke of that. Sold for 145. A good amount. That's a good amount for one of those cars. They don't have good resale. Well kept example for the buyer. Ends up flagship like 71 Oh yeah, the Fiat 500 Jolly Limousine. I don't really care about that. I don't care about those kind of cars. Um, which is a great number. Such a unique car. Yeah, it did sell for a lot. I will say it's great. It's a lot. Um, wow. Kenan, he got $60,000 for that SL65. Those are rare. The 63, I'm sure, would only command like, I don't know, $25,000. This one, and it's also Kenan's. Kenan's gets a little premium. I feel like these are worth like 50, 40 if they're not. Let's look. How much have we sold any other SL65s? Wow, Kenan sold for 60. Yeah, bro, like look. Yeah, man, these don't get. I think this is the one. This is Kenan's. So Kenan made 10 grand. It was a nice one with those same wheels. I prefer the silver. $23,000. Got a lot of miles. Been driving the hell out of it. Driving the hell out of it. Kenan's has 74. Kenan's is not low miles, which is crazy. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy for Kenan, but like, no. 60 grand? Crazy. No. No. Get out of here. Get the heck out of here. All right. Let's see. We got the 84 El Camino GNX clone. Don't care. It's not even a real car, you know. It's a clone. There are more great cars too. Audi R8, 2009 R8 with a gated 6-speed. Got a 2012 R8 V10. It's probably the R8 V8. That's the one I like, guys. I like the V8. I'm the weirdo. I prefer the V8 because it's more Audi to me in my mind. It's more of an Audi vehicle. I don't know why. I just don't like the V10. It doesn't fit an Audi. Like it's not becoming of an Audi. I guess it is. I guess it's cool. It's just it's got too much Lamborghini influence to me. Like they wouldn't put the V10 in there if they didn't have Lamborghini there, like as a little sister company. So yeah, that's one of my weird takes. I just prefer the V8 R8 for the purity of the Audi experience. So yeah, there's that Vanquish that we spoke about last week. Went over it a couple times. I was just like not sure about the blue, to be honest. That was the biggest takeaway for me. I was like, hey, do you guys like this blue accent on the exterior? It kind of looks awful. But then I saw the blue on the inside, and it's like, okay, that's cool. Here's that, old school Porsche they're talking, the Guards Red Porsche. We mentioned that last week. It's cool, but it is actually really cool. I will say this car would be very cool. Especially me, wearing this outfit. I was just came from a job interview. But if I'd look like Michael Douglas from Wall Street Never Sleeps or whatever that movie is. I would look so cool, like an 80s stock trader driving that. It's very cool. It's very stylish, and it's fun. It's cool. It's almost like fun. It's almost like a Volkswagen Bug. It's almost like one just for how fun it is. Like it's like people will. It's fun. It seems like a fun, quirky little car. This old Porsche. Yeah. Here's that V10, the one we talked about that. Going over some of these results. Z06. The Z06 is the one to have of the C8s, in my humble opinion. It's the naturally aspirated, no turbos, no nothing. Yeah, it's not as insane or as fast as a ZR1, but it's fast enough. it is fast enough. It's just a better road car probably because it's not going to just be so fast. And I like it. I like the Z06. I think it's the perfect sweet spot. I even think an E-Ray would be a great. I like the E-Ray a lot because the E-Ray is still got a V8, bro. It's still got the V8, which is awesome from the base Corvette. And a base Corvette is awesome. They're all really great in their own way. And we're going to talk about the evolution. That's part of our news today. They might be coming out with a new Corvette. In fact, they are. There's going to be a new one. A new one. Probably going to have a couple new ones. They're really going with this, as the kids say. They're really going with this C8 Corvette. They're just like, all right, let's do this. Let's add this. Man, maybe we should, let's do this. Like they're just going, bro. They are emboldened. They are emboldened there at Corvette. There's the 911 Turbo Cab. Just a fantastic dentist mobile there. There's that little Fiat. This is like a cool car if you like, I don't know, own a bed and breakfast in rural Georgia and you want to drive around your compatriots, I can't think of the word, the people who pay, the provocateurs, these are not the right words, the payers, I just can't think of the word, purveyors. This is bugging me, guys. I need to think the word. It's a problem with my brain sometimes. I can't think of words. I know a lot of words. I have a good vocabulary, but yeah, this would be good for that. R32. These are cool. If you're a Volkswagen guy, I'm not a Volkswagen guy. I don't really give a shit about Volkswagens. Geez, I'm so crass. I'm so hard. How could you say you don't give a shit about Volkswagens? I do. I mean, I like them, but I don't. Volkswagen has been just. They're weird, bro. Volkswagen is a weird company, and Doug kind of said it in a recent video. Like, they just don't have shit figured out. Even with Ferdinand Piëch being there in the early days, of this millennia, there was a kind of an identity crisis there. It's like they just couldn't figure out what kind of car to make. They were making cars too nice, selling a fucking Phaeton, selling like Touaregs, and like all their cars were just nice, almost trying to compete with like Audi. I don't know, it was just weird. And they're not that reliable, but I do get they're German engineered, and so they just drive better than like the Japanese equivalent of what this is. Germans care more about that kind of stuff, it seems, with their cars. Here's that GTC Roadster we talked about, 97. Gosh, I need to think of the word. Purveyor? We're gonna look it up, guys. I don't even care. I don't even care. Peddler, hawker, purveyor. Proponent. Gosh, it's so close. Gosh, it's so close. The word for someone who buys something, who's supporting something. Not a purveyor, not a proponent. It starts with a P. Client? Client synonym? Clientele, patronage? Oh, we're getting close. A patron? Yeah, I guess it'd be a patron. I guess that was the word that I was thinking, patron. Yeah, it's very anticlimactic. Yeah, patron was the word. Patrons. Yeah, okay. Well, that wasn't very climactic. Yeah, man, there's something wrong with my brain. I can't think of the word patron. I can think of 50 other words, synonyms. Purveyor, patron. Patron should have been in the list for purveyor synonyms. Get with it. Get with it, dictionary people. Synonym generators. Get with it. We got these cars. Here's my beloved RSQ8 in orange that we were talking about. There's a nice 997. I was also talking about this. 60 grand. That's not bad. That's not bad because this car looks new. It's going to drive like a new car. It's going to be a great car. SRT10. Too bad it's not in the good spec. I love these cars. I have always really, really liked, and I can't even believe that GM made this. They put the Viper engine in a pickup truck. Bro, if they did something like this today, if they put a supercar engine in the pickup truck, so imagine, it's like, I saw, some people, who are uninformed, fantasizing about the TRD Hammer that we talked about, having a V8, that having a Toyota V8 in it, or even the GTR V8, or whatever the GT V8. How cool that would be. It would blow people's minds. Not only would they never even think of doing something like that these days, of doing something like this, shoveling a giant engine from a fucking supercar into a truck, but boy, they did it. And they did it for several years. Several years. They built this and they sold it. And it's 42 grand. I mean, this one seems special. GTSR. What the hell? 8.3 liters supercharged. Oh, wait a minute. Supercharged? Supercharged, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Limited slip, power bulge. Paxton supercharger, custom exhaust, air suspension. Oh, that's cool. So it is just I think maybe they just labeled it their own special thing. GTSR. That's not stock, I don't think. But they added a bunch of cool stuff to this. This is a really nice truck. It's just not the right color. It needs to be like yellow or red. It just doesn't look like a insane. It just doesn't fit. It looks, I guess the stripes are cool. It's not insane enough, though. It's not insane enough. It needs to look more insane. White is such a calm, clean, and classy color. It should have been blue with white stripes. Whatever. Cool car. All right, we got some auctions to watch this week. My beloved Ferrari FF. Oh, it's had the work done too. It's had the PTU and transmission rebuilt. This is the thing. I think literally the last episode we were talking about Ferrari FFs compared to these RSQ8s. I've always compared them in my mind. Probably the only person in the world that compares an FF to an RSQ8, but I do compare them. Oh, and this, my gosh. Lotus Evora GT. It's one of my favorite cars. I'd get that over a Porsche any day. I'd get an Evora GT any day. Or gosh, I'm just trying to think of cars I'd rather have for that price. I mean, there's an AMG GT. I mean, the AMG GT is really cool. We were talking about those. It's a really, $50,000, $60,000 high performance sports car. And it'd probably be a better car than this. But I like Lotus. I like car manufacturers that are a little out there. I like Maseratis. I like Lotuses. I like, what else? I guess those are it that I can think of right now. There's that R8. But anyway, before we went off the tangent, this is nice. It's got all the work done to it. That PTU is like insane amounts of money to fix. So the fact that it's been rebuilt is cool, but it's not been replaced. It's been rebuilt, which is probably fine. But I really love these cars. I prefer it to the GT4 Lusso. And I know I'm probably weird for that, but I think this is a more beautiful car. More swoopy, more cohesive. I also prefer this simple interior with like less technology and like less screens and less stuff compared to the GT4 Lusso. So yeah, let's look at some Lussos. Is it GTC 4? Yeah, it's a GTC 4. I'm sorry, guys. GTC 4 Lusso. Sorry. These sell for quite a bit more, and I just don't think they look as good. That does look pretty good. I just think this is prettier. This has got this like squared off vent, more square. Everything's more square, straight lines. More straight lines on this vehicle compared to this vehicle. It's just a little more swoopy, more Ferrari. And the back, I much prefer the rear. I like the single tail lamps, much preferred to the double tail lamps for me. And once again, it's more swoopy, more simple. This has got like more creases and lines and all this kind of, bullshit going on. And, I prefer the FF. I'm an FF guy. To the point where I would pay the extra $10,000 every 4 years or whatever to fix the PTU. So yeah. Love these Ferraris. Gosh, this is good. This stream's gonna go too long, guys. Here, one sec. Let me 23 minutes already. We're already like far. We're gonna watch some of these FFs. Gosh. Here's the V10 R8. GNX, Carrera GTS, 360 Modena. I really like these Ferraris. This is like the quintessential Ferrari for me. And these are good. They're very cheap. Very cheap. Cheap cars. Cheap for a Ferrari. And I love them. This is like, if you played Grand Theft Auto 4, this is the Ferrari. The Super Turismo or something. We gotta get this correct. It's called just the Turismo. It's based on the 360. Yeah, and it looks. I grew up playing that game in middle school, so that it kind of solidified what a Ferrari should look like for me, and so I've always really thought this is the Ferrari. Now I will say the F430, which came right after this. I probably like it a little more. maybe. I think I just, actually, I think I like this the way it looks better. But I do like that F430, especially the Scuderia. Especially the Scuderia XX. They have something like that. You've got spiders, Berlinettas. There's a Scud. Yellow, I like it with the carbon ceramics. 212. Woo! That's a lot. Boy, these do look good. Oh, that looks good. Let's see. What do they call it? It's like the Scuderia XX, I thought. What is it? There's one above the Scuderia. It's no. What? So the Challenge Stradale, the Scuderia. No, I know that there was. I know there was one that was better than the Scuderia. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not asking this question very well. I'm not talking very much. I'm just like so focused. Guys, I swear there was. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. There's a Scuderia that's like a. It's like an XX Scuderia or something, and it's got more carbon, and it's like a racing Scuderia. Maybe I'm tripping. I guess I'm tripping. But anyway, I like these 360s a lot. But this is going to be a better car in every way, I imagine. These F430s. Berlinettas. And they're not much more money. I mean, look at this. That's a beautiful car. Gosh, it's gorgeous. Classic Ferrari. Gosh. 360s aren't much more than this. Just compare them. Only 400 horse though. They're pretty weak. These are, some of them are cheaper for like 80s. Wonder why this one's sold. It's probably the gated manual. So I don't know. Would you rather have a gated manual 360? Or would you rather have an automatic F430? Put it in the comments. Would you rather have a gated 360 or an automatic 430? I'd have the gated 360. It's not even close, just because I think it looks better. I know these are kind of ugh, a lot of maintenance. A lot of maintenance. They're not the best cars. GT3. Here's that another Carrera. The DB11. You know, I don't think people really, the DB11 is not talked about a lot. I don't really understand why. People don't talk about these DB11s. I think it's because their interiors are just kind of not that nice for how much money they are. And they have some problems. I mean, Aston was just kind of going through some issues, I think. But I'm going to say the DB11 is my favorite DB number series vehicle. I like the DB9, of course, very nice. In fact, I like the DB9 for the price and the value. But the DB11, I think, is the most beautiful by far. By far. I think this is the most beautiful, exotic, like, daddy car. Like, it's like a dad. Like, this is like, if you drive one of these, bro, you're something. Because they have a DB12 now, and I'm just not a fan. I don't like the headlights very much. I don't like the enormous grille. It's not subtle. It's not a gentleman's car. This is a gentleman's car. This has got subtlety to it. This has got refinement. This has got taste. And the DB12, we're gonna pull it up. You know we're gonna pull up a DB12. I don't know if he's sold any on here. Yeah, there's 0 because they're new. It's just not as much of a gentleman's car. The interior is way better. I'll admit that. The interior is better on these DB12s. And that was the biggest change. But this, it looks so garish to me. It looks very garish. Trying too hard. Garish. It looks quite garish. This big grill and this grill underneath it and these headlights that they're kind of like going up and down. There's not a lot of horizontalness to these headlights. If we're gonna really talk about the design, there's a horizontalness to them, and I like that because that is an Aston Martin thing that they've been doing for a while. And now they've got these headlights that go like vertical, like up and down the hood. And I just don't like this as much. It is a much more garish car. It is a much more in your face. Not a gentleman's car. Not as much of it as of a gentleman's car anymore. And so for that reason, I will take the crappy interior and I will drive a DB11 over a DB12 any day of the week, especially this spec. I really, more than anything, I love the roof. I love the roof. It's just better compared to, I want to see a side profile view of this car. Very interesting. Very interesting. We're going to compare them side by side. It's a design. See how much sleeker this is, and like this door, between the door, top of the door, and the bottom of the sill here, it's narrow. This is it's like thick and fat, and there's this big crease, and this vent is bigger, and I just don't like it as much. I want to because the interior is so much better. I want to like it, but I just don't. I just don't. I love DB11s so much. Gosh, I love DB11s. I just think it's one of my favorite Aston Martins. Might be my favorite Aston Martin, period. I love, of course, those like special ones they make, like the Vulcan The Valhalla. The Valhalla. Which one is that? The Valkyrie's the race car, which is like undrivable on the road. The Valhalla, I think, is more drivable. This is a much more drivable car, I assume. It doesn't look as good as the Valkyrie, but it's a hybrid, which sucks. Turbo V8, 3 electric motors. So, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I'd probably rather have a Valhalla over like a Ferrari, just because Aston Martin kind of goes in line with those companies I mentioned before, like Maserati and Lotus. Aston Martin is it's like the Lotus of the supercar world. Lotus is, the Lotus of the, they're just kind of, the alternative to the Porsche. If you don't want a Porsche, you could, maybe look at a Lotus. You don't want a Ferrari, maybe you look at a Valhalla. If you just want that other flavor. And I would consider this. But this car really is, this is more Aston Martin, and I probably prefer it to a Valhalla. Probably not. The money is just, I don't like the 3 taillights. I don't like it. The grill, too big. What the fuck why are you guys putting such huge grills on these? You used to have subtlety. Look at the Valkyrie grill. Valkyrie doesn't even have a grill. It looks just like a race car. It's just like a race car, bro. But it is smaller. It's not accentuated and huge. I don't know. I don't like Astons and their giant grills. It just doesn't look good. It's quite garish, sir. Sir, it is quite garish, sir. Here's our R8 original. We'll watch the price. These are cheap. Let's see, is that the carbon? Do they have the carbons? I don't think he's got the carbon side blades. They look like carbon side blades, but I don't think they are. I think he painted them to look like carbon side blades, which immediately puts it out of the running. Also, I don't like these black wheels with the silver and the fake carbon side blade. Garish. I don't enjoy it. It bores me, sir. It bores me. Oh my gosh. Brabos. Brabos. Oh my gosh. This is the spec too. Silver, smoked wheels, red interior. 93. Bid to 93. Didn't sell. Brabus is top of my list for vehicles. I would love a Brabus. I love these. 93. I wonder how much he wanted for it. I don't really know how much he sell for because these are rare for one. S-Class Coupe. The S-Class Coupe is rare in and of itself. And then the Brabus edition of the S-Class Coupe, quite a rare car. It's probably why he wanted more money. But a very desirable vehicle nonetheless. It does everything. And how much power? 700. 700 horsepower. No pillar in the middle either. There's no pillar. It's just an open window, and you can roll down the back window. Very nice. Very stylish. I mean, look how beautiful, stylish this car is. We're just going to look at it. We're just going to observe how stylish and sporty. It looks very sporty with these wheels, especially. The Brabus. New taillights. Brabus taillights. Brabus. Brabus. Wow. Daddy's home. Daddy's home. With this car, bro. Daddy's home. Oh, man. That's such a cool car. We have so much fun. Here's a CT4 Blackwing Special. It's like some special edition. Okay, I've been itching to look at this car. Itching and scratching. It's such a cool looking car. This color, too. My word. My word. What a color. This is such a British car. So British. I love this car so much. I just think it's so stylish and it's so different. These are rare, man. I don't like that black. I'm going to peel that off. I don't want it. Why is it there? It's probably there to like protect it, to be honest. I don't want it. That color is so amazing. It's a beautiful, stylish Lotus Grand Tourer. A Grand Touring Lotus. Wow, look at that. It's so cool. It's so cool. You see the wheels? It looks so good. Simple. It's a very simple car. It's not overly styled in any way. Nice interior. Nice enough. I mean, these aren't that comfortable. But it's nice enough. And, you know, it doesn't look like you're going to fit anyone in the back. But it's nice. Love it. Gosh, I love this car. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's going to get some good money. Low miles. It's got the carbon pack, AP racing brakes. And so, yeah, I was going to say that interior is not, this is an upgrade because this is a lot of Alcantara and leather. And it's got the carbon right there on the sill for the carbon package, carbon pack. Supercharged Toyota V6. That's also what I love about these is it's the engine will never die. And the transmission. You're just going to worry about electronics and trim and all that stuff, which will break. But, Bilstein damps. My word. Titanium exhaust. This is the peak. So yeah, this if you like Lotus Evora GTs, this is the one. This is the one you get. It's got the color. It's got the carbon pack. It's got the luxury interior. It's got the low miles. It's got the suspension. It's got everything. Peak. I like this. Maybe look at this a little bit. I just don't want the stream to keep going, man. Gosh, it's really beautiful. The paint is like, what is it? Don't even know what it is. It's a cool car. I like these. I like Cadillacs. I'm not a huge fan of like the styling on these that much. I prefer like the old days, you know? The CTS, the ATS. I miss those. Those are the ones. I really like the way those look. I wasn't a huge fan of ATS. Thought it was all right. Styling wise, but you know, it's cool. So what's special about this? Okay, so this special Maverick Noir Frost exterior paint. Yeah, I was gonna say that paint. So that paint is special to this edition, and that's some of the best paint I think I've ever seen on a car. I'm gonna be honest. That's really quite something. That paint is quite something. Logos, carbon fiber front seat backs. Okay. Air ionizer. That's all you get with tech package. Heads-up display and an air ionizer. It's cool. It's a cool car. That is the Ultimate CT4 Blackwing. Ultimate Evora, Ultimate CT4. Z06 convertible. That's it, folks. That's all we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about some Corvette news. Some news. First, Grand Sport is real. And a new V8 is coming with it. A new V8, bro? What? New V8. These guys, as I said, these Corvette guys are not messing around. They're just this and this. Let's try this with a C8. Whoops, sorry. Let's try that with a C8. Let's do this. Let's do that. They're just throwing everything they can think of. They're just like, yeah, screw it. Yeah, do that. Yeah, Grand Sport. Yeah, we have to do a Grand Sport. Next generation GM V8 technology. Okay. I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a very impressive car. If that's next gen, if we haven't seen GM's best, because to be honest, I thought that the LS6, whatever engine is in the Z06, that engine I know is a very, very nice engine, very advanced. It doesn't need turbos. It doesn't need anything to make insane power. And it sounds good and it's very responsive and it's just an amazing engine. But we're going to see the next generation. It might just be the same engine, but whatever. What engine? Yeah, it is. It's the LT6. Okay. Okay, so GM's mom, Grand Sport, okay. Next generation is a new LS6 push rod with cross-plane crank, direct port injection, 6.7 liters. Okay. Naturally aspirated. So this is gonna be a nice car, man. It's gonna be less than the Z06. The Grand Sport is historically been a lesser car to the Z06. Interesting, man. They just keep packing it. Might become the new engine, the base Stingray. It might replace the LT2 V8, which is interesting. The LT2 is a great engine. I like that engine. It makes crazy power. Naturally aspirated as well. Z06 suspension bits. Okay, so it'll have some little Z06 stuff on it, but less power. It's probably going to be like a Z06, but less power. That's usually what a Grand Sport is. Grand Sport X. Replace E-Ray. Yeah, I will say, I know about cars, but for a little bit, I thought the E-Ray was electric, and I think people think it's electric instead of a hybrid. So yeah, that's kind of a problem. I think the branding, I mean, it's cool to call it the E-Ray, I guess, but yeah, probably smart to get rid of that and just call it a Grand Sport X, to match the ZR1X. The X just means electric power, or the E, I don't know, something. E-Ray makes it sound like it's completely electric though. And to be honest, I bet they're not selling a lot. I don't think I've ever seen an E-Ray on the road, so I don't think they're really selling them, despite it being like arguably the best Corvette. So yeah, we got a new one with an LS6, a new engine. There will not be a manual C8. Apparently that was a rumor. That's fine. I mean, it'd be cool, but automatic transmissions, they shift so fast now. They're just so good. Wow, but looks like the Nissan Z Nismo got the 6-speed manual. No manual coming in the C8, but Nissan's doing it. I love Nissan. I've always had I have a soft spot for Nissan, but This car was just not, and the Nismo I think maybe was a good idea. This is how it should be done, but the original Z was just it's like a couch, bro. Like it's not really a very sporty car, and it's just not a very sophisticated car. You can tell like the engineering and everything. It's just not very sophisticated. Because they just didn't have the money to make it sophisticated like the C8. So that's what this thing kind of competes for, man. This technically is like a C8 competitor with pricing and all that. These are not cheap. And I think maybe I've seen one Nissan Z on the road ever. Like new Nissan Z. Never seen a Nismo. Yeah, I don't think we'll see a Nismo. Never seen a Z, let alone a Nismo on the road, really. Maybe one time. But yeah, they're going to do a manual. They're going to try. They're going to try. I think, at this point, Nissan needs to be just really bold. If you're going to save the company at this point, you're going to need to do fucking crazy stuff. You're going to need the Xterra. You need to come out with a new Xterra, and it needs to be extremely brawny. It can't be just based on, like, the Rogue. It needs to be insane. It needs to be strong and, like, tough. Yeah. And it needs to be cool. And they need to make crazy shit, man. And they're trying with their Nismos, like the Nismo trim. They have a Nismo trim for like everything now, which is a good step in the right direction. Burp. Lots of burping. 2027 marked the beginning of Z's transition to being order only. Interesting. Yeah. That's how few they sell, guys. I feel like dealerships are selling like one of these a month. Each dealership, so they probably sell a couple hundred a month. It sold 5,487 in 2025, which is more than 2024 by a lot. Outsold the Supra during Q1 of last year. All right. Sold 263 of these. No one bought it. So sales are going up. That's good. That's, Nissan is doing something right. If sales are going up, we're not, there's no stagnation here. They continue to go up by a lot, like every year over year, like almost doubled. It like doubled 2023 to 24. It was like 100% almost, 90 something. Now it's like 70 something. Yeah, good for them. Good, I'm rooting for Nissan, but you guys gotta put in the work, man. So it looks like maybe they're figuring it out. Come on, guys, you can figure it out. Volvos are pieces of junk. That's to be expected. They just don't look. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Volvo. I'm sure the people who run Volvo don't know how they feel about Volvo. That's kind of how it seems. They just don't know what to do. They just keep making the XC90, which is good. I think Volvo needs to release a bigger SUV, maybe. They just need a lot of SUVs. Things like that. They make the C30 that I ranted about for so long, or they used to make it. I ranted about the C30 for like 15 minutes last stream because I love the C30 R design. They sold one on Cars and Bids. Honda, most fuel efficient, bubble door Bronco concept. Looks really junky. Bubble doors. cool, I guess. That's about it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we talked all about this kind of stuff. All of these we talked about. So if you want to hear about other news, like Ferrari and the Luce and the Brabus that leaked. We can talk about Stellantis going to the Tesla superchargers. A lot of them are doing that. Nissan did that a while ago. Everyone can charge a Tesla now, which is how it should have been from the start. It only took them 10 years to figure it out. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, they're trying with these chargers. Go out and try to lease one of these is my advice to you. You could probably lease an electric charger for, I don't know, $200 a month. Around there, I'm sure. So go do that. Go lease an electric car, guys. There's so many electric cars out there, and it's getting toward the end of like being able to lease these things for really cheap. I might be wrong about that. Just go do it. I really recommend people just go out and lease a really cheap electric car, or don't lease a cheap electric car. Lease a nice electric car for cheap is what you should do, because there are many deals out there on the Charger, the Ioniq 5, the Ioniq 6, especially since they're not going to make it anymore. They're trying to get rid of those. Go get an Ioniq 6. The Kia EV6. Any of them, bro. Any of them. The Blazer EV. I mean, ugh. I don't know about that. Honda Prelude. Those are really nice looking cars. The Honda Prelude electric car, which is based on the Blazer EV. Go lease one. Just go do it. Lease it for 2 years. It'll be $200 a month. You're probably just going to have to pay like $1,500 down on the lease, when you show up. So you give them $1,500 plus your $200, and then you drive away with a new car for like 2 years. Just go do it. Just do it. I recommend it. That's literally what I'm doing right now. And I lease it for $200 a month. It's a $60,000 electric car. I lease it for $200 a month. Go do it. Go do it. You don't even have to make a lot of money to do that. The insurance is kind of a lot. I pay like $250. My insurance payment is more than my actual lease payment, because it is like a nice, fast car. It's got like over 400. It's got 400 horsepower. So it's, it's not that cheap to insure it, but it's not. Life's short, man. Life's short. Go do stuff. Go do it. Go lease an electric car so you can tell your kids one day, hey, yeah, I leased an electric car one time and it was fun. Oh, I love that car, but I hated it. So then I got a gas car afterward. Or you could say, oh, yeah, I was sold on electric cars after that. I just continued leasing electric cars forever. You could be that. But anyway, that's what's going on today, guys. I think we're about done. How long has it been? 58 minutes. We try to make it short, and the streams are always an hour. So that's how it is, guys. I guess we'll just see you on Wednesday. Goodbye.